Good afternoon, BookTube. This is Johnny. Thought I'd make a little video since it's Thursday afternoon. It's Thanksgiving on November the 22nd. It's 2:26 here in Southwest Michigan. I live in Holland, Michigan, just near Lake Michigan. And yeah, I'm not going to make a long video, just to say hoping you're all having a good Thanksgiving for those who celebrate Thanksgiving. Not everybody does. I was talking to a co-volunteer at the Book Nook. She is Latino, and she says on Thanksgiving they eat steak and something else. So I know not everybody celebrates or even has the financial means to buy food, to buy a turkey dinner. As I have mentioned, that when I come to the end of another year, this is the year 2018, I look over my life, my 66 years of being alive, is that I don't remember any Thanksgivings except the ones that I have celebrated with my wife and her family. Well, now her mother and father have passed away, but when her parents were alive, we would have Thanksgiving when we lived in this area, or we were visiting, we would have Thanksgiving with them. But Carol's parents have passed away, and now her brother is dying. That's where Carol is this afternoon, is that her brother Dave, who has cancer and all other health problems, is dying, and she's over there with Dave's wife and family as Dave will soon die. So I am by myself today, and we're going to go down the street around 5 o'clock this evening and have Thanksgiving with our son Caleb, his wife Emily, their two daughters, little Josie, Joy, and baby Cora, and Emily's parents are there, Mitch and Vicky. But Carol probably won't be home until just the last moment, because she wants to spend as much time as she can there with her brother and his family as he slowly dies and goes into eternity, the world to come. So yeah, I don't remember having Thanksgiving as a boy. I mean, I don't remember any Thanksgivings. I don't know if I don't even remember my mother cooking. As I said, when my mother was killed in an auto wreck in December 1968, she was divorced. She was 35, 36 years old, and she was a barmaid. But I don't remember any Thanksgivings as a child. I don't remember my mother ever cooking a meal. I don't remember anything. I just remember being 16 years old and police coming to the door in the middle of the night saying your mother was killed in a car wreck. Well, my mother was killed because she didn't stop for an ambulance. An ambulance slammed into her and killed her. It was really early in the morning. She was getting off work. Some bar, some cocktail cocktail lounge. And all I remember is that, just all the pain and still things like that you never get over with, even though the years go by. I was thinking about that because yesterday I went and filled up the car with gas, and I stopped at a local thrift store, and I found a biography of Eisenhower, just his years as a soldier and being in the military. And I was just flipping through it, and apparently when he was like in his 30s and he was married, he was married to Mamie, I think that's how her name was pronounced. And this is like the 1920s, 1930s. they had a child. When they were married, they had a little 3-year-old boy named Ike. And he got scarlet fever. And in those days, there was no cure. Either he got over the fever or they died. Well, what happened? Scarlet fever became meningitis, and the 3-year-old little boy died. And it says in the biography that Ike never got over it. He rarely talked about it to anybody, but he said to someone that was the darkest hour of his life, and that he still felt the pain of that loss. And it's the same thing. It's like the death of someone, your mother or your father or a child or a friend. It kind of puts a dent in you. You just never get over it. So my wife, who's a nurse, has seen, since we've moved back here to Holland, she's seen her aunts die, her uncles die, her cousins die, her mother died, and now she's seeing her brother die. So my wife has dealt with death, and she sees, being a nurse, she's seen many deaths, but this one is really close because it's her older brother. And like I said, I'd never been close to any of Carol's family. I was kind of somewhat close to her mother. Her dad died many years ago, when we were living down in Houston, Texas. He died of heart failure. And I don't remember how long Carol's mother's been dead. Several years. But since we've moved up here, her relatives have been passing away. And since Carol's always in the hospital, the Holland Hospital, they come in and she sees them as patients and she goes visit them. She's seen people we've gone to church with die. It's just death. As the older you get, that's one thing that you see is the ones around you. Your family, your friends, people you go on the... My wife has seen in the obituary in the newspaper people that she went to high school with, elementary school with. There they are in the obituary. They died. She's seen school teachers that she had as a girl in the obituary. She's seen friends of her parents in the obituary who have died. So death becomes more and more part of your consciousness as you get older. Now me, I don't know. I've had, the only people I'm really close to is my wife and my children and my the families of my children. I mean, my grandchildren. But I don't know if I ever going to see them die. I've always say to Carol that I'm going to be the one that's going to die first, not Carol. But who knows? So it's Thanksgiving. It's kind of sober for us here, being on the death watch. But this afternoon, I've been reading, among many things, The Theodicy of Love, Cosmic Conflict and the Problem of Evil by John C. Peckham. And I've been reading this. I read this all yesterday into the late evening hours and until today, Human Nature from Calvin to Edwards by Paul Helm. So that's what I was reading. I haven't really read anything else. I just feel it's a time to read the Bible and to pray for my wife, pray for Dave and his family. Pray that we would all just be ready to meet our Maker. So, didn't know what else to say, But I just want to say I hope you're all having a good Thanksgiving. Those who celebrate Thanksgiving, those who don't, I do pray that you're having a good week. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the subscribers. And I was going to do a video tomorrow night, Friday. My wife's supposed to go back to work tomorrow, but I don't know if she will. If Dave dies, she might take time off to be with his family as they go through this time of great sorrow and grief and parting. But it's all in the Lord's hands. He is sovereign. So I'll sign off, and till next time. Or as far as my diary, I'm on page 994. I've been writing a lot because, like I said, this is how I unload. I have so much on my mind now because of all the events, coming to the end of the year, my wife's older brother dying, and just the passing away of life, the brevity of life, how just so brief it is, that we're just here for a very short moment, and then we go into the eternity to be with the Lord, or to be forever separated from the Lord. It's just so sobering. It's kind of like I was thinking, death is a very spiritual thing. It's very mystical. It's not a time to watch professional football. That's what people are doing on Thanksgiving around here, eating pizza and watching professional football. But I just can't do that. In some ways, I wish it wasn't Thanksgiving, so I don't have to go anywhere. To me, it's a time of just praying and meditating. And anyway, I'll sign off. Till next time, bye.